Narman gives you, what is it called?
Oh.
What is it called? Narman doesn't give it to you? Then what am I talking about? Am I talking about Eulogy? Last gas. Revive your Warframe by transferring to operator and killing enemies before the meter drains. Oh, I'm just doing the whole wrong thing in general. I still need to do this one, but like, dang, kinda stupid.
Beat their ass.
Madurai would make this so much easier, but if I go to Madurai, I'm not gonna level up this one, and if I, healing Warframe, healing my operator, that's so good, though. We'll get that. We'll heal our operator while we're doing this, yeah. So that means I can use my operator more, because they'll get healed eventually. Right?
Yes.
Oh,
You know so much about Warframe.
I really don't.
But it sounds like you do. The confidence is incredible.
That's because I know like the basic stuff, so like anything beyond that, I basically just consult Young of just like, this would be good, right? And he's just like, yeah, maybe. Garuda, I had to ask him how to even build her, and he was like, I use duration and other things, and I'm like, alright, I'm just gonna go range and strength because you went the easy route.
I guess you're kinda right. Duration with her bleed status effect would.
But then the way I'm going is range and strength. If everything's stronger and it goes farther, I don't have to stay near an enemy I stab.
Yeah, but about the status effect duration.
You can just put it back on there. What do you mean status effect duration? You mean the bleed stat?
Yeah, don't you want that to last longer?
The bleed stat is based off of status. What you're talking about is Lavos. Lavos, his duration makes all status effects last longer. Everybody else, it's completely based up to the mod. Garuda is just built around that status effect. You don't need to do anything about that. That's always going to be the same status unless you put mods on it, which just gives you more. Like on my claws, I have Buzzkill, 120% slash. I have Mandibles, plus 90% slash and status, 60% status chance. Relentless Combination, 100% chance to melee combo counter when slashed deals damage. And I have lifesteal on slash too. I just make everything do slash on her. For the only reason of, why not? Like, I don't see a reason not to. Oh, wait, I could actually replace that? 4-7, no. What if I replace this and I put on... Okay. 80% more damage per thing on here? Okay, this could get a little insane. Alright, we're gonna leave this. I just need to do stuff. What do you have to do?
Who? You?
You, what do you have to do?
Oh, me? I guess wait until I gotta go to work.
I mean, what do you have to do in the game?
In Warframe?
Yeah.
I'm just playing some Elden Ring.
Oh, never mind then. I got it. What's
Yeah.
a good place to start stabbing folks?
I fucking hate finding this wolf. You stab everyone. Honestly, like, I just feel like I don't have any great mods for anything. That, or I need to do more research to learn everything.
You don't.
That's great.
You really, literally, you have Wukong, the best warfare in the game. And then the only weapon you would need is literally just complete the story and you'll get the stupid broken war. That weapon's great for melee weapon. In secondary, you don't really need a secondary.
But, like, when it comes to Wukong, like, there's obviously better choices than him. He's more of a single... Really. He can't really clear a whole camp of
He very
people.
much can. Very easily he can.
If they're targeting you, but if you're in a defense mission, then you can't really do
If
much
you're in a
about
defense
that.
thing,
Because they're gonna
then
target
you can always,
the defense.
you know... That's why you have your clone. If you give your clone an okay weapon, or at least a weapon that deals good damage, then you'll be alright.
But then I need to have a weapon that deals okay damage, and I don't get that. I don't have that.
Pretty sure you do. I don't see you not. I don't think I wouldn't be able to see you not going this far without a weapon that does okay damage.
Maybe there is a weapon, but maybe I'm just not utilizing it. But I just don't think I can do much.
And I've already made it to 100%.
I don't know if I want to go down here. I know what's down here, but I don't know.
I'm stupid! That was dumb! He's gonna take the cascade. Don't do it, 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 don't do it. Just die, just die, just die, just die, just die, just
Actually,
die for me.
I don't want to be down here. I'll come back to this area some other time. But yeah, I don't know. I can, well, I shouldn't be comparing, but like, it just seems, Young's just built different, but like, it's just, I feel like there's
I don't even have it. I'm not good at anything. You really don't. There's any knowledge you have, I probably have the exact same amount of knowledge. I haven't done anything that different than you, and the whole. Actually, I guess I have. I actually sat down and just farmed for a whole long time.
Yeah.
But like nobody needs to do that.
But I feel like I should, maybe. I don't know.
Then do that. I
feel like I'm just pretty useless.
It depends on what you call useful.
Not me.
I'm saying it depends on what you actually call being useful. You're saying you're basically useless, but what is being useful to you?
Be able to kill things.
Then Wukong can do that. You just need to mod his staff. Yes, mod his staff.
I do have his staff modded. It's just not. I mean, it's great, but it doesn't do enough. Doesn't clear the area. Like I can't.
Well, that just depends on how you do
I mean,
the
I
big
guess
thing.
to be fair, I am trying to do things solo, but I'd like to do. I'd like to be a solo player, you know.
Then do everything solo. You don't gotta.
I'm trying, but it really feels like I'm just hitting the same brick wall with my forehead.
That is how it be. Yes.
I just don't understand what I can change.
What do you think I'm dealing with at this very moment when I'm like, hey, I physically can't even kill these people with anything I have? It's just keep trying and trying again, and eventually it just... I wonder if it counts for weapon damage, or if it's just the claw damage. I really shouldn't even be using the claw.
I don't think I have any useful mods, because like I really just have the basic mods, honestly.
Well, that's because you just haven't sat down and farmed an area.
And I know
things like Fortuna, Cetus, Deimos, all that stuff gives you good mods. but a lot of people just kind of stray from those areas. So
Okay, so if I do them, I could get more mods.
yes, doing the bounties,
Bounties.
not things. The bounties gives you certain mods. They also give you lenses to put on
And I
things.
don't have the arc wing, and I don't understand how to get that.
You don't need the Arcwing launcher.
Yeah, but if I'm talking about efficiency, then
Then you would just need a fast Warframe. Okay, I'm
which
gonna
the
lose
only
this
fast one
casting.
I have is Sun Wukong, and he's not even that
And he's
fast
very
compared to an
fast.
Arcwing.
I, I think you're just thinking about it too much. It doesn't matter how efficient you need to be.
But the efficiency's good.
The efficiency's alright, but,
Efficiency's
you know,
good, because then
taking...
you could cut the amount of time you need to farm
You
by a
could,
lot,
but you
by the
know, somebody
extreme
like
amount.
Ash right now, regular Ash, would take 3 hours with the most efficiency you ever wanted. And I got him in just a few minutes because, you know, I did not the efficient thing. I sat in an area for a long time, and then the guy just kept showing up because of it. But that's the least efficient way of doing that.
Who's Ash?
Ash, it's literally the prime thing you have.
Uh,
Ash Prime. Oh, I have to shoot. Wait,
yeah,
am I
get a
missing a
bolt.
thing? Uh, you know what? I'm just gonna have. I gotta do every cascade so fast. I can't kill these guys. Just die.
It's fine, I'm not attacking any of these guys yet. I'm just looking upstairs.
Okay, everybody get hit by the bleed proc, right?
I'll
Mm-hmm.
come back and kill everything. So, and I want.
Okay, get
No.
rid of all that stuff. Hit myself with that. Hit this.
Ash is like the best area clearer that I have, and he's not even
Ash
that
is just
great.
a. He is great.
I mean,
He's
he's
great for
area.
doing that exact thing, area clearing. And stripping armor, but that's not anything you have to worry
That's a
about at this
sure
point in the game.
thing.
Yeah, but you don't have to ever worry about that in this part of the game. I know it's flowing in the wrong direction!
What's the stairs? Did I pass it? The stairs downward. I don't know. And like, I guess, but like, I just know there's more effect. Maybe, let me unlock what's Gara? Really unlock I don't think Gara Prime's is Gara Prime bolted right now currently? Oh, you're gone.
Revenant,
Oh, welcome
Lavos,
back.
Hildren, Baruch.
I don't have Stonewood keys. Welcome back.
Oh, snap. You couldn't hear me for a second? I could hear you the whole time.
What? Oh, maybe it is my internet. That's fine. My internet is as good as Idaho's gonna get for now.
But yeah, there's like at least 6 or 7 warframes you can get just by doing bounties in areas people don't like going to.
Wait, is Gara a bounty
Yep,
character?
that's Cetus.
It is?
You gotta go to Cetus for Gara.
That's fine. I did not.
And then you have to I think every type of bounty from like 1 to 4 stars has a chance of dropping one of her pieces, and you have to go do all of them. And then you get all the pieces by also being in Cetus and doing the mining and fishing. Which is basically at that point just doing all of Cetus, because at a certain point you gotta do most of it to get the stuff.
Wait, how do you mine?
You gotta go get a drill from Cetus, and then you start mining. Or you can get it from Fortuna.
Because I need to mine fish
Fortuna
and...
has, you need to mine by getting the drill, fish with the fishing spear, and then kill an enemy of any choice.
How do I make a fishing spear? Because the fishing
You
spear
don't.
at the tutorial just disappeared.
Yeah, you don't need to do any of that. You just gotta go to Cetus and or Fortuna or Deimos or any of those three, and they all give you a fishing spear,
Do they?
and they all have a different type, and they all do something different. Fortuna having like the best of those to do it, in my opinion. Fortuna also has the best drill, hands down. There isn't anything that really compares to it at all. And that's also where you get the K drive, and where in regular missions you can summon your art gun to start gunning people down with your minigun. If you felt like it.
I want you to take back my fort. The Knight Commander from Stormvale took it. A fool and plumb man. What are you waiting for? My fort lies to the south. Oh, I see. Fret not. The great Kenneth Height is the celebrations will be lavish indeed.
But it really just depends on perspective.
Allow me to... I would take
Because technically people hate Fortuna, and if you want to get to the new war, you don't have to do Fortuna. You don't even have to do Cetus. You just have to do Deimos.
Yeah, but I'm currently... don't have a weapon effective against the mecha.
That's because almost no weapon. You want the most effective weapon against necromechs are necromechs.
Which is radiation.
No, not even necromechs use full radiation, and they still are the most effective thing.
Alright, so how much damage do you typically do against it?
With my, I usually use, I don't bring my Kuva Brahma. I don't use my Kuva Brahma. It probably does the best damage. It only does about 32k per shot, and it shoots like 4 arrows. And then I still run out of ammo, and it's still not that great.
But you did.
Or you can use the Ruby Pulse.
I only did at most my highest damage was 300 to the Mechromech. Well, what am I gonna do with 300? Nothing.
That's why, yeah, and that's why I still just basically got the one on public and had other people help and had Young help, and it still took forever to do.
Yes. I don't feel like I should have to do that.
You don't have to do that.
But I have no other option. There's no other way
You do.
to
You could just base it.
Good.
With enough money, you basically can skip all that anyway. Without even saying you can buy the Necromech, because you could just buy the Necromech. But you could basically...
Money?
Yeah, and basically if you had money, you could just get a bunch of prime weapons that are really good, and then just do that.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Buy prime weapons off of people and then level them up. But because you sped through the game without getting all the warframes and stuff you're supposed to get, the prime weapons start at like level 15 master rank or whatever.
The good ones?
Yes. Like the Tigress Prime took like master rank 16, and that's probably one of the best shotguns you could have.
My oh my. I mean, I didn't really speed through the game, but you can call it.
You didn't stop to farm everything.
You're right. Because
I stopped and farmed every single warframe the entire game once I got to the boss, and that's how I know who and who I do not like. And the people I didn't go get, I've gone back to go get. Like Segagoth, Protea,
Hmm.
I'm still getting Zaku and some of the others, but I went back and got Korra and Vauban. Vauban's really just mixed of bag anyway. Since technically you don't have to go back to do them, because you can do them at any point. But wait, did she just give me three forms? She just gave me three formas. Hey, yo, girl, now that's what I'm talking about. I knew we were best friends. Complete 8 zones of Sanctuary Onslaught. That's easy. Kill or capture. Okay, so that is the last Eidolon. That's what she's talking about. The very last one. Is it nighttime? It'll be night in 21 minutes. I can do something.
Damn. Huh. So essentially, I guess the only thing I have to do is farm. I could try to get Gara Prime, because Gara seems broken.
Gara's not good against the Necromech, and she's not broken.
But Young kills everything with Gara, and that's his to
Yeah.
go to Warframe when he has
That
to
is
kill
his
things.
favorite warfare. That is Young's favorite warfare.
Why?
Because he likes the look of her. So she can be a good fashion frame. Which is why I like Octavia. She's a great fashion frame, along with Ivara. Garuda's alright.
She's alright. She's gonna start down.
But Gara's good at, you know, controlling a point and killing enemies over time.
Over time.
She scales greatly. Her whole thing is that she can stop enemies at first, but eventually, after enough time, she gets enough damage on her thing that it just starts killing them. But the issue that you're thinking about, Necromechs aren't affected by Warframe abilities.
Yeah, I'm not. I just mean for the farming. Why?
I guess Gara would be fine, but she'd still not be all that great if you're just killing bosses and stuff. Unless you basically sat in the mission a bunch before going to the boss. And at that point, you could have used somebody else to just go kill it. The difference is Young also has good weapons to go with his Warframe, so he doesn't have to use his Warframe. He just uses his Warframe abilities because it looks neat.
Oh my god.
Like, I could definitely go through most of this game without using a single Warframe ability.
But like...
And why do you need Garuda Prime anyway? Just get regular Gara.
I mean, I already... I doesn't matter about Prime. Yeah, you're right. But like, I just meant, like, for farming, because if I go on, like, I don't know, higher levels, then I'd be able to farm things faster and get master ranks faster.
Not necessarily.
What do you mean?
Like, sure, high level stuff does work, but like, you don't need high level stuff to go up higher. There's, of course, there are easy, fast ways to get, like, level up super fast. Sanctuary Onslaught, some of the easiest junk in the entire world. It's just plop down, kill a bunch of enemies. The more you kill enemies, the more you can stay there. That's the end of it. And I think once you get to like round 8 or 7, your things will almost be maxed, and then you just do that all again. And you can just basically do that for every single thing in the entire game and never think about it. And then Gara there actually would be pretty terrible anyway. even though it's just killing people. Because every time you go through the portal, it resets all of your abilities and passives and stuff. So you have to start over again. Sure, we could go to the steel path, and we can also, like, start fighting, like, level 120s. But at a certain point, the XP is just capped out, and it's not that much more than just staying on the regular star chart.
Huh.
All of Zaku's stuff. What do I need for him? Breath of Eidolon? Oh. Of course I need Breath of Eidolon. Oh, I need to go back to see it somewhere. Fine. I'll go do something.
Wait, wait, so the Broken War, is that a good weapon? Melee.
Yes, it is a great melee weapon.
Tarnished, are we? I am sorry you here.
Almost all the story stuff they give you is really good.
I dare say you're oh well. But one
It's a
must
good
always
stat
exile
stick.
as a reviler,
Or if you
they
just
say.
want to put a bunch of slash on it, it's good at that too.
Very well, but I refuse to anticipate grief.
It's a stat stick?
It's good at putting status on stuff because it hits fast.
So then, in order to do what I want, I guess, what's the best way to increase mastery rank or have a new weapon? I guess, what's the best weapon to keep on anything to be able to progress fast in mastery ranks with the higher
It
level
would never be
missions?
using any of the stuff because you would just need to keep leveling up the same with a bunch of weapons.
There's a bunch of
So,
weapons, warframe.
yes, that is all you need.
Right,
Building,
but
every time you build something, gives you master rank. Every time you level it
wait,
up,
you
gives you
build
more.
something gives you
Every time you
mastery?
build something, it gives you master rank, yeah.
Oh.
When you build, you get master rank. When you actually use Warframe abilities, it gives you a slight master rank. Every time they level up, they also get mastery rank. Same goes for weapons.
Well, I knew the level up, I didn't know about the building.
Yeah. So if you don't, that's why you gotta get Warframes, because
I
when
mean,
you
I'm
build
still
them,
building
that's
things.
gives you 4 pieces of master. That's like, what is it? 4 or 5 pieces of master rank?
I
Yeah.
guess the better option for me currently is just to farm warframes to then level them up somehow and then keep increasing my mastery
And at that point, you would eventually run out of stuff to actually farm.
rank. Materials and wait,
No,
what do you
not even materials, just
just stuff
stuff
out
in the
of farm?
Warframes in general.
Right, but
Again, unknown.
I'd be higher level, which then would allow me to do more things.
Depends.
Kinda
Not
depends.
really.
Yeah, because it
Master
depends
rank.
on the weapon.
Also, completing quests also give you master rank. They give you the fastest mastery rank completing quests.
Completing Hmm, it's currently hard. There to do, because all my quests I need better. Actually, no, I don't. Not all of them. I got a couple now. So then, what was I? I mean, I don't think I was rushing. I mean, I guess to
How
a
many
certain
times
point
did
I
you?
was.
I mean, what's your longest time in a survival mission or a defense mission?
Yeah, but how do you survive for a long time in survival mission
You just
without
do.
having good gear?
You definitely don't need good gear.
Well, but you still need to kill some people to...
Sometimes you actually don't. In survival missions, all you need, killing enemies gives you, you know, stuff to like stay alive longer.
The
But
oxygen,
depending on
which
your
is...
war, yeah, depending on your war frame, they just show up anyway. So it's really just a keep trying to survive until it shows up.
But there's... Hmm. But they don't show up for a long enough time, so you have to kill some things.
Sometimes. And depending on your warframe, there are a lot of ways to do that. Or, depending on your warframe, like Avara, you don't ever have to kill anything. Because her prowl just takes items from people, so she would never need to kill anything at all, it just gives it to her.
But don't you need to kill things to get XP?
You do, but, you know, energy also, that's if you're leveling things up, not staying there.
Yeah, because don't you want to level up in survival?
Every time it hits 5 minutes, you get, you know, XP. So theoretically, you wouldn't need to kill anything.
Every 5 minutes? But is the XP great? Every 5 minutes?
I wouldn't know, I never really check it then. I never really thought to.
Maybe I overthink.
Actually, maybe a survival mission is just what I need. Can I just change all her colors all at once? It's gonna look dumb, but
Yeah,
hey,
man.
just... Yes, we're all purple, Lotus. For my escape. I'm using a terrible weapon. Garuda's just kind of carrying that, though, because of her passive. But, you know, it could be like that.
I mean, her
Loki...
passive is kind of annoying. You're... Jump on...
With
Deal with
enough
this.
of enough effects, you don't really have to worry about anything. Actually, I should stream how long I could. I didn't even.
That's a lot. Even with effects, you still have to worry about things.
It depends. With enough status effects, you don't ever have to worry about anything because eventually it'll chip away at everything. It's just how long will you last compared to you putting more damage on them. Garuda herself does like 10 damage to an enemy. But the slash procs that she has are the things that do the damage.
But who's immune to that slash proc?
Nobody is there. Nobody is.
I mean, more resistant to that slash.
Eventually, it doesn't matter because you'll have so much slash, it's just going to keep hacking away anyway. It even goes through shield, so you really don't have to worry about it. Alright, Talons. I'm gonna keep overloading on you. I think that's gonna be fun. Mostly because I farmed so long for it, and I don't even know where I got it, and I kinda wanna keep it.
Okay. I thought you said that you know as much as me. Was that a lie?
Probably a lie. You probably do know a little more than I do.
I don't, though. How am I supposed to know more than you, who's been playing the game extremely longer?
And I still don't know much. I didn't even know about how good status effects were until I came back this time.
Really?
I didn't have a
So?
single status anything on my gun. Not any of them.
But you probably had a bunch of crit.
I didn't. I had just damage. Because I didn't know crit was even that important. Which I struggled through a lot of this game. It really took Wukong just taking me through every single thing forever and ever. And then eventually I just got bored of having Wukong, so I just, stopped playing the game.
Hmm.
We may need another minute. Is there a survival? Of course there's not a survival. That would be easy. Is there a survival in Railjack? Skirmish, 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 5 vitality, so no survival. I don't think they don't have a single infinite mission.
6,200, that's okay. I guess I just have to...
Oh, I need polymer bundles. Uranus it is.
Uranus sucks.
I like Uranus.
With all the water?
Yeah.
I don't like water. That sucks.
I like
Those
the
are
art
bugs.
going in the water stuff. I also just memorized every single palette in the entire game, so. Depends.
Yeah, that's crazy by itself.
That's just because I memorized so many things. I memorize things in games, but anything outside of games, I don't really.
See,
But that's also because Avara literally took me like months to get, and I would have to keep doing the same missions over and over and over and over and over again.
See, the only real game that I remember so much is Smite. That's yeah.
Alright, so how long do I plan on staying here? We'll just see how long I stay here. I'm gonna jump into smithereens and build my funny symphony. The lovely a violin for you.
The castle's fun to go through. Fucking giants.
God, this gun sucks, but with all this proc, it's so good. Hey, I need an enemy. Come here. You. Thank you for healing me. You're such a nice Samaritan.
Yeah, I said grab that. Yeah, give me all them.
I'm all up in the smithereens and in my tiny symphony. I'll suddenly go a violin for you. Bam, bam, doo 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 doo.
Beat his fucking ass.
Alright, cocaine launcher, let's go. I'll blow up into smithereens and spew my tiny symphony. Model up and down the city, kind of put my mind at ease. I'm living, sing this melody, it's been a necessity. I can't relate. Taking a shot of Hennessy? Nah, I'm good. Just give me the absolute vodka, we'll be okay. Is there even a point in doing this? I don't get anything from this. I should have just put a stupid... I should have put a lens on my actual thing. That would have made more sense.
I guess I could find resources, survival missions, somehow. As long as I save up enough life
Ow.
pods, then I would be able. Wait, so what was the point of Kuvo Lich weapons?
The Kuva Lich weapons? They're really good too. Like the Kuva Brahma.
How are they good?
They're different than their counterparts. And status. They have different stats than their counterparts. There are new Kuva weapons, like, you know, the Kuva Brahma was never a regular bow. And it's still not a regular bow. There's only the Kuva Brahma. But then there's, like, the Heck, which the Heck, even if I'm pretty sure if you check my account, I was, like, correct about it, that the Heck is my most used gun in the entire game because it's just that good and fun. And now there's a Kuva Heck, and basically it has better status chance and more critical chance than the regular one. And it has a secondary alt fire where it just shoots all of the bullets all at once. And it gives it, you know, a projectile kind of thing, and everybody gets hit with a guaranteed status effect.
Huh.
Which makes it better than the regular Heck. But then you have things like the Kuva Kraken, which the Kuva Kraken is, I think it has like a 2% difference than its counterpart. And that it doesn't,
And then
which is
to
why like
summon,
most of the pistol stuff is just like, eh.
and then to even kill the Kuva Lich, which is what we've done. Let's get those symbols, and then you have to keep doing Kuva missions and hope for that your Kuva Lich comes to then kill, or quote unquote kill it, to see if you have it in the right order.
Yes, and if you have it in the right order, it takes you have to do a railjack mission, which if you can't do it because you don't have a railjack, you can have your friends take you along with you, as long as you've completed the new war, or not the new war, the War Within, which you have. And then that just means from there you just do the thing. I'm gonna lose the survival because not enough enemies even showed up for me.
What do you do with the railjack?
You fly it to a ship after killing all the tiny ships around that big ship. You go inside, raid their base, and rip off your Kuva Lich's head. Or you can recruit him to your team, but there's no point in that at this point because you don't have a railjack. You technically can put Kuva Lich's on your ship instead of regular crewmate. Young plans on doing that. I don't have any full plans on doing that. Which I've been waiting to kill my Lich for you, but at this point I might just go kill my Lich. And then just go get the other one?
I guess you're right. I should try to... I just kind of forgot about the Kuva Lich when I joined this. Let me remember what I was doing. Let me go grab my weapon real quick and then I'll come join.
Why Asians don't smell.
My weapon should be on this one? Was it this mountain? It should be. But even then, I can't even wield my weapon. Probably will get to that once I fucking get it, because I have to look at this.
And also, I didn't really say that because I didn't know if it mattered or not, depending on what weapon you pick. But technically, depending on your warframe, you get a different status for your thing.
For your Kuva weapon?
Yes, they all have a set status, and it depends on what warframe you bring.
Why?
Because at that point, you should have gotten almost every warframe, so you would have one in each category, and you just pick from whatever one you want.
But technically...
You didn't go and all the warframes.
Well, technically you wouldn't even be able to have all the warframes because of the warframe slots.
That is true. If Master Rank level didn't give you warframe slots.
Oh, they do that? Well, that's nice.
Yes, when you rank up, you get warframe slots. If you do the Nightwing, you get at least 3 warframe slots. And by doing some quests, you also get warframe slots.
Well, that's very nice of them.
Oh yeah.
Well, surely there's not enough warframe slots to get all the warframe slots.
Well, if you count every single Nightwing that's been out in all the quests and Master Rank, you would have more warframe slots than there actual are warframes.
What?
Because then they come out with more warframes, and then you use them for those missing slots.
Huh.
Because even at like Master Rank 50, there's this secondary thing after Master Rank 50, which is the legendaries, and you start at Legendary 1 and you go up again. And they give you warframe slots. And welcome back. Thanks. Your mic is sounding pretty, Are you back, man? It's like you can actually hear us.
Oh, wait, you...
Technically, you didn't, and technically this little girl did just, like, almost kill.
Okay.